a little later than usual. Excuse me. So, I was procrastinating about going live. Excuse me. And asked Cole's Corner for some suggestions for stuff to talk about, because I was kind of drawing a blank and not sure what to talk about. So, waited for a little bit. I was playing a game. I was playing a game where you have to watch lots of ads. So, it was going from one ad to another, to another, to another, and, had to put an end to the, okay, one or two more and then I'll stop. So, one of the topics that was suggested was stuff that I have never done but would like to do. So there's a lot of stuff I have never done, but that would like to do, it's kind of interesting. It changes the list a lot. Another suggestion was the most famous person I've ever met, and that's kind of debatable. The most famous person that I met face to face, like being about 2.5 feet away from, because that's the approximate size that the counter was at the fast food place I was working. I was working at Taco Bell, and Ken Kostick came up and ordered from me, and I made his food too. So, he used to host the cooking show What's for Dinner. So, yeah, that was very interesting. I remember he ordered, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. I know what they are when I eat them. I don't remember what it's called. It'll come to me later. But just imagine, somebody cooks on TV for a living, and you are serving them, and you are making their food. So just, it was a lot of pressure. So I'm trying to think of what it's called. It was not a gordita. It was not a chalupa. It was not a dessert. I like them. Oh, what are they called? Oh, yeah, that was kind of nerve-wracking, and he did not come back and tell me that he liked it or didn't like it, so I'll never know. Another famous person I came sort of close to meeting was Lois Hole. When the school all my children had gone to had qualified to be an Earth school, it was a really big deal because there's only a handful of those across Canada, and yeah, they had a really big to do about that. The parents who were coming to watch that assembly were given a list of do's and don'ts for protocol, and the kids were all lectured on what to do and what not to do. My middle child was in kindergarten that year. Excuse me. I was expecting my youngest child, and I went and watched. I was an audience member for that assembly, and it was kind of exciting because she was a dignitary. It wasn't just somebody who was it wasn't just somebody who was well known. It wasn't just somebody who had a title. This was the representation of royalty in this country. So it was a very big deal. So she came in a motorcade to the school. She came in a limo, and it was, yeah, I don't think she ever did anything low key. Everybody was, drilled to be respectful, to not, not act like kids, really. And when you've got an elementary school where, kindergarten through grade 6, so basically 5 years old to 11 years old, you're going to have kids acting like kids. And Lois Hole knew that because she was a mom. I'm pretty sure at that point she was a grandma. Yeah, it was very exciting. She had she gave, I don't know if it was hugs and kisses, but she gave kisses to a lot of the kindergarten students. And when I took my daughter home, she had a little bit of a spot on her cheek, and then I remembered that, she was actually kissed by Lois Hole. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't remember that. Yeah, because there's a lot of her childhood she has chosen not to remember. And a lot that she just doesn't remember. So, I don't know if that counts as me meeting her or what, because I never actually spoke to her. Yeah, the list of things that I would like to do but have never done are, I don't know, I haven't really thought much about that. I would like to actually have the courage to sing karaoke one day, but I have to be just the right amount of drunk so that I don't have those inhibitions, but still have some inhibitions so I can, at least try to sing. I have been on TV, so that's not one of the things I haven't done. I got married. I had children. One thing I have never done but don't intend to ever do was have a C-section, because I'm not having any more kids. That would be quite the age gap between the youngest two, since my son is currently 20 and he is the youngest. So what else? Let me just consult my list here. If I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, what would it be? That's very easy. It would be poutine, because you can always, poutine has varieties. You could have a different type of gravy. You can add meat to it. You can, if you really want to sneak some veggies in there, like have it be like shepherd's pie, but with French fries instead of mashed potatoes. Yeah, and another suggestion was, am I a morning person or a night person? Lately, I'm I'm such a night owl that it kind of blends in with the morning. But tonight, I actually have to go to bed at a decent time. And because we're we're going to venture out to the middle of nowhere tomorrow again. So one last time for this this season, because it hasn't done that icky white flaky stuff falling from the sky yet. And yeah, I'll try and do some walking around videos so that you can see how much space we have there. Try not to go too close to the neighbor that doesn't count, because yeah, he doesn't count. So I don't think I'm gonna go live tomorrow, but I'm not ruling it out, because well, we'll leave there by dark because we don't have any fireworks to shoot off. So, and as far as I know, there's just 2 of us going, so it will be interesting. Yeah, we just want to kind of make sure everything is locked up good and tight for the winter, and oh, I don't think we can take my father. Sorry, just had a thought. Yeah, we want to make sure everything's secured for the winter, and just kind of say goodbye for another year. Well, for at least, I don't know how many months. Probably won't go back again till May or June next year. So, yeah, it'll be a bittersweet visit, because, you know, the driver wants to get some stuff done out there, which is kind of, my personal opinion is it's kind of pointless, because it's all going to need to, all going to need to be redone in the spring anyway. It depends on how warm things are in the spring, you know, as when all that icky stuff melts away. And yeah, we usually go out there to at least knee-high grass, and have to kind of do a, what's that called, a driveway type thing, so that we have, shorter grass to drive on. So I'm pretty sure that the grass that we cut out there this year, it's the most grass that's been cut out there in a long time. So I don't even think we had that much grass cut out there when I was a kid staying out there. So when I was a kid, there were 2 summers that we were out there for pretty much the whole summer. My sister and I, at least. I don't remember if my brother was out there the first summer that we went. I don't know. I remember my sister being there, but I don't really remember my brother being there. But then, that was the year, the summer we spent out there with my Oma. And, the year that we spent out there, the summer that we spent out there, sorry, with my dad, was a lot different. He was teaching a course in a nearby town, not the closest town, but probably the closest town is actually still a town. Because I honestly don't even know what it's classed as now. I'm pretty sure it's too small to be a hamlet. It's like a middle of nowhere community, really. Yeah, the population is not going up. So, yeah, it's very rare that I leave my room before noon. After I've gone to sleep, that is. If I haven't gone to sleep yet, then all bets are off. I I think the best thing about tomorrow will be most of the bugs. It'll be too cold for them, so I am planning on trying to take a nap. I don't know. We will have a day anyway. If we don't end up going, then I will definitely go live. Don't know when, but I will. Um, yeah, so I will have some videos to post anyway if we do go out. I will have my phone let me know when we're back in the city, or at least within range for most cell towers, because I will get some quick notifications and then nothing. And it was very interesting when we were out there and our phones were through the same carrier, I believe, and the phones could be side by side and one of them would have reception and the other one wouldn't. So yeah. Thought Cole's Corner would show up, but oh. I'm just going to let her know that. The other day, my grandson had to get dressed for something, and he was in my room watching Mickey Mouse, and I told him that he had to go see whoever was going to get him dressed, and he turned to me and told me that I should put on a dress, which I think is very interesting because he's only ever seen his mother in a dress once, and that was her wedding day. She is not much for dressing up, although when we work, we have to, look. We have to dress in business attire, but that doesn't necessarily mean a dress or a skirt, unless we're having fun. Excuse me. I'm only drinking water, I swear. For now. I didn't fill up my water before I started, so I've got another drink at the ready, but I'm gonna finish my water first. So, don't know if Cole's Quarter is gonna join us. I don't think my daughter's gonna join us because she's not here. And I don't feel like messaging everybody under the sun and saying I'm live, because it doesn't seem to matter to most people. So, anyway, we will keep jabbering until I run out of things to say, I guess. Let's see, what else haven't I done that I would like to do? I would like to take my grandchildren Christmas caroling. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. Yeah, I like singing Christmas carols, just not yet. And I like singing some of the more obscure ones that we did when I was in choir. And nobody else knows those ones. My daughter's favorite Christmas carol is, I think it's to the tune of Jingle Bells, but I think it's called Santa Claus is Fat. Or Why Are You So Fat, or something. But it's a very cute song. Let's see. I've never been in an eating contest, but I don't think I want to do that. There's a lot of places I've never been that I would like to be or to visit. But, I've watched those 72 Most Dangerous Creatures, and there's a lot of dangerous creatures out there. So, sometimes I don't even want to go outside at all, because that's where most of those dangerous creatures live, is outside. So, I don't know what to do to wear myself out. I'm kind of tired, but if I shut down and, did the responsible thing, I don't think I would sleep. So, very tired. But as soon as I try to take advantage of the fact that I'm tired, my eyes spring open and don't want to close. And, it's just very tough life. So what else haven't I done? I've sung in the Jubilee Auditorium in Edmonton. Not a solo, but I have, we go into the orchestra pit and get raised up, to the stage level. And the year that I sang with the All City Choir, we did the All City Choir went first, and then the rest of the high schools that were participating in that joined and kind of fit in anywhere they could, and we kind of spread out. So we did we went up for the All City performance and went down, and then all the high school choirs, and we went up and we went down. It's not really all that exciting, but it's an experience. Yeah, my grade 10 yearbook, I could actually pick out which person was me out of the entire there was a picture of the entire all the high school choirs and the All City Choir, but I wasn't part of the All City Choir at that time. But I could pick out which one was me, and there were probably about 300 people on that stage. So, yep. And some people didn't believe that I knew which person exactly was me. I'm like, well, get a magnifying glass and look, because I know that's me. So, that was interesting. I've been on a yearbook committee. That was in grade 9, not in grade 12. I did not even submit, my favorite saying and ambition or anything when I did my grade 12 year. And when I tried to go back as a returning grade 12, didn't last very long, because, that whole, I don't really have to get up. All I needed was 2 credits, and it was easy for me to, just call in. Yeah, I'm not going into school today. I don't recommend that. So, yeah. I don't know if Cole's Corner's going to join us today. She suggested a few things for me to talk about, and I've talked about all of them. Well, I think I've talked about all of them. I'm just going to peek once again. Yes, I've talked about all of them. So, I think I'm going to call it a night, because I have to at least, put in some effort to getting some sleep tonight. even though I am planning on napping tomorrow. But every time I plan on napping out there, it just doesn't happen. So, extra fun. Yeah, I will probably post something in when we're in a Wi-Fi area after we leave the house. So, nope. I accidentally touched my screen and my messages popped up. Alrighty, well, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope I was at least a little entertaining. Yeah. Have a good night. Stay safe. Bye.